Hi you guys, happy new year. I'm filming this on New Year's. Hopefully you guys get it on New Year's. So if you guys hear some clinging and clanging in the background, it is because I'm actually doing my makeup right now as I film this, because I will be filming a content video on my channel. And I'm doing this thing in 2020 where I'm going to try not to look dead in every single video that you guys see of mine. So yeah, here's to New Year's resolutions. I want to not look dead every time you guys see me. So I am doing my makeup for the video. I'll tell you guys what the video is going to be about. If it doesn't get demonetized on arrival, then it will be up tomorrow. Actually, it won't be up tomorrow. Why would I put a video up on Friday? Should I put a video up? Today's Wednesday. Oh, yeah. So hopefully it doesn't get demonetized tonight when I upload it to YouTube. And if it doesn't, you guys will get it tomorrow. Speaking of me and my YouTube channel, I think I'm rebranding in 2020. I've been telling myself that for the past few days. Not past few days. Probably for the past month that I'm rebranding. I think with the rebrand, maybe, don't hold me to nothing, but there definitely won't be any hair videos on my channel because I'm trying to get my natural hair where I want it. So, no hair videos 2020. And also, I think I want to focus less on YouTube stuff. In the sense, like, I don't want to talk about James Charles. I don't want to talk about Tati. I don't want to talk about Nikita. I don't want to do that. If there's a video that's, like, I'm excited to do, like, I'm really excited to talk about, then I will. But if I'm not excited for anything, I will not be doing a video on it. I just think that's the smart thing to do. So, yeah, back to more exciting content. And by exciting, I mean exciting for me. I want to be excited when I put up a video, and these past few months, definitely towards the end of it, I just haven't been excited. The YouTube drama and the drama channel drama, like, it's not exciting to me. I just almost feel a little, I don't know. It's just not exciting. It's not why I originally started doing this. I just put so much foundation on my face, and it's gonna do something that it shouldn't do. But yeah, oh my gosh, I put so much foundation on my face. Anyways, so yeah, I want to focus more on, like, still we're gonna talk about the same stuff because you guys already know on my videos about, like, the YouTube stuff, I always brought it to a bigger picture. That's kind of how I was able to do what I wanted to do on YouTube, but also get an audience using stuff I know people want to talk about, which is the drama, and bringing it to topics that I care about a lot. But 2020 was a good year financially for me, so I don't feel like I could always use more money, but I think it's time to rebrand. Just a little. You're still going to get fun dragging Kenya, but you're going to get dragging Kenya in a new way. So I hope I can get a video to pop off like my James Charles refund video did, but just doing newer content, so bringing in a newer audience. Hopefully, I guess that's my plan for 2020 as far as YouTube goes. Yeah, and then I want to get, obviously, my personal life on track. I was talking to my boyfriend yesterday on New Year's Eve. I didn't necessarily like the person that I was in 2019. I don't know what made me have that revelation, but I had the revelation. I did not like the person that I was in 2019. Not that I disliked the Kenya I was in 2019. She wasn't my favorite Kenya. I've had better years as far as personal growth. And so I really want to focus on growing. And I think a part of growing is doing what I want to do. I think I did what I wanted to do so much these past few years, but less this year. I feel like, I don't know, another thing I kind of learned about myself in 2019 that I'm taking into 2020, Your girl don't want to be famous. I do not want to be famous. I don't. Could my work be famous? Yes, but even that is annoying. Like, I don't want to deal with all the extra stuff that comes with people knowing who you are. So I used to want people to like to know my work, and I want to be big, and I want to do this, and I still want to do those things. I still want to win a Nobel Peace Prize. I still want to do all those things. It just, I don't know. It just comes with a lot of stuff that I don't want. I'm a simple girl who wants to live a simple enough life, who has dreams, but just, I want my dreams to be simple, you know? I want life to be simple enough. Therefore, that's another thing I learned in 2020. But anyways, I still do love doing YouTube. I'm going to do YouTube until I stop loving it. No one can convince me to stop doing YouTube. No type of job can make me stop doing YouTube. No school, no nothing can make me stop doing. I have to decide that doing YouTube is not what I want to do. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, because the connection I've made with all of y'all is worth everything. And I say all of y'all because y'all actually are subscribed to my Patreon. So it shows that in some way, shape, or form, I made a connection with you. And that's worth its weight in gold to me. Like, that alone, because you can be in a classroom all day, work a regular job all day, but if you're not making connections with people at those jobs, at those schools that transcend that environment, what's the point? And that's what I got out of 2020. The connection with you, 2019, the connection with you guys was just worth everything. People understanding me, people wanting to know more about me and what I believe in and what I like. It just made it all worth it for me last year. So in this year, we want to keep that same thing going, but we want to keep it going in a different way. I think you guys will love the rebrand. I think you guys will love, because there's nothing different. It's going to be, the content is still going to be, it's not going to be the same, but it's going to be the same. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, Kenya's going to start doing mukbangs. Like, no, that's not happening here. But we're just going to take on different topics, but talk about a lot of the same things. And I just think the possibilities of 2020 are so exciting. By the way, you guys, I switched my Twitter account to Just As Told by Kenya. Blue Ivy's sister is dead, because the gag is Blue Ivy, there's so many tweets on Blue Ivy's sister that, like, I'm just like, who even, like, sometimes someone will be like, Kenya, these are your stand days, and I'm like, I don't even remember this tweet. So I'm not even in the mood to have to explain every single tweet I've ever tweeted. You know how many times someone has come into my DMs like, Kenya, what is this tweet about? Kenya, you're this, you're that. Why would you tweet this? And I'm like, y'all, I know who I am. Like, I know the type of person that I am, and I know the type of stuff I believe in and the type of person that I am, and I refuse to let y'all take tweets out of context of what they were and make it seem like I'm a terrible person, or I'm not a good person, or I'm this type of person. I like this, I don't like that. Not gonna happen. I refuse. I won't entertain it in 2020. Like, letting other people shape my narrative. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Another thing in 2020 I want to see more love. I want to see more acceptance from people. I want to see, like, to me, 2019, I would even say for the past 3 years, the world has been so mean, but I feel like, especially in the latter part of 2020, the world has been so cruel. Whether it be the girl who got shot down in her own beauty store, whether it be the people getting, like, killed inside their, like, places of religion. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like 2019 ended on a really sour note. I've been thinking about death more than I've ever thought about death before in my life, because I just feel like every time you move, do anything, death is knocking at your door. And then it doesn't help that I've been watching Fatal Attraction on the ID network, and that just makes everything just feel so much bigger and so much, I don't know, it's just like the permanence of death. Do people realize how permanent death is? I don't think, I'm not someone who believes that, I don't fully believe, I don't know. I just don't know if people realize, like, there's a possibility you'll never see this person again. We can talk about heaven, and of course I believe in heaven and all that stuff, but what if it's not real? What if you don't see these people ever again? What if reincarnation is a thing and you just move on to the next life? Whether you be a deer, an ant, or a tree. What if all of those things, like what if it's done? And that's what is so mind-boggling to me, that people don't think about the finality of death when they do those things. Then I'm also thinking about that couple who supposedly were playing with a toy. They were like playing around with a real gun, and the man shot the girl. And he says it was an accident. And then I saw his mugshot, and he's crying in his mugshot. And I have no reason to believe he's lying until I get more information. So it's just like, oh my God. Life is so cruel sometimes, because now you have two people who ain't never gonna see the light of day again. Like, if it was an accident, and I don't want to speak for like that family, they might have their own, reservations and how they feel about what happened to their little girl. Oh shit. I just got makeup on my damn sweats. Yeah, they might have their own thoughts and their own feelings, and I don't want to speak for them, but you just hope that if it was an accident, they can grow from it, and hopefully they extend some type of compassion towards him. I don't know. Two black people's lives being gone over some foolishness that should have never been happening, but you gotta live with all your choices, right? That's just tough. That's just really, really tough. So all of those things have been on my heart, and I just felt like, child, 2019 needed to end. Who's to say 2020 will be any better? Because I'm not about to sit here and be an optimist, but I hope it is. I hope everyone in 2020 gets what they've asked for. Because in 2019, I got a lot of things I asked for. And last year, I got a lot of things that I asked for last year. And it taught me the most that some of the things I wanted, I didn't really want. That's what it taught me. And it also taught me that words are powerful. And that if you set your mind to something and believe it, that's the number one thing I always tell people. You can write these lists and these New Year's resolutions, and I want this and I want that. But the key to it is, in my opinion, is really believing it. You have to genuinely believe that what you want is going to happen for you. I tell people that every single time. You have to because if you genuinely believe it, you'll do anything to get it. That's why I say the believing. You can write lists and say you want something all day long. But if you don't really believe you can get it, you're not going to work towards it. That's why people say God has to find you working. I believe God has to find you believing. He has to find you believing in Him. And look at me turning into an inspirational podcast. He has to find you believing in Him, and most importantly, believing in yourself. Because if you actually believe in the things that you can do, you'll put the work in. Because if you believe, hey, I want this business to be successful. I want a successful business. You would know that that's going to take work. So therefore, you're going to have to put the work in. And I think a lot of people don't get the things that they've been asking for and stuff. It's like, did God find you even believing you could get those things? Because if you truly believe you could get those things, you work at it. I believed I could have a successful YouTube channel. I don't know why, this girl with crooked teeth and a loud accent was going to get a YouTube channel that people of all races, creed, color would want to watch. I don't know why I believed it, but I did. I believed it could happen. When I wrote my New Year's resolutions down last year, I believed. I don't know why. If you hear this noise, it's because it's my brush. There's like a little bead inside my brush, and I don't know why it's making that noise. But yeah, I'm going back to contouring with cream contouring. I don't think I missed nothing. I'm using the Fenty Matchstick and Espresso to do it. And I don't know if it's just because I'm using... I don't know. It's not looking too good. Maybe it is. I think I'm expecting it to look like bronzer. And Kenya, that's not what you're going to get out of this. So yeah. That is what I had. Yeah, you just got to believe. I just want y'all to believe. Because I know everyone has dreams. But I hear that and people are like, I got dreams. I'm like, I wouldn't know it because you're not working towards nothing. And working towards something is easy to say when you have idle time, but you gotta make time if you believe. Because my thing is this: if you're not making time, how can you actually want something? Let's speak on it. If you're not making time to do what you think is going to change your life, emphasis on the word think, is going to change your life, how can you actually want it? How can you actually want it? You expect a mystical creature to come down and get it for you? Because that's not going to happen. So how can you really want something if you're not putting in work? If you're not making time? You can't want it. You can't want it that bad because you're not putting in the work to get it. I have a theory. No one who has ever really done the work has not gotten in some way what they wanted. I just don't see it. I just don't see how that could be. So I just want everyone to go for it this year. Go for whatever it is. If it's moving up in a company, go for it. Who's to say you can't do it? Who's to say? Somebody got to do it. That's what's wild. Every year, there's a breakout star on YouTube, right? Who's to say that breakout star is not you listening to this podcast? Who's to say? There's no written rule that you don't deserve something. There just isn't. I don't even know y'all. So I don't know none of y'all. And I promise you, I've never seen a rule saying whoever you are can't do it. There's no rule. There's no written rule that we all are abiding by that says you insert your name can't have what you want. It's just not a rule. It's just never been said. So go for it. Because there's nothing that's out there that says you can't get it all. Get it all this year. That's what I want for some of y'all. And I say some because some of y'all don't deserve a thing. Not y'all, but y'all know people. But get it all this year. Not go for some of it. Get it all. Get it all because you deserve it. And you know you deserve it. People, you know if you deserve certain things. And y'all know y'all deserve to get everything your heart desires. So anyways, enough with the inspirational stuff because I got a drag ready. We are dragging today. We are serving up on a platter Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter and Robin Rihanna Fenty. Robin Rihanna Fenty, you're late. You're late. You're tired. You're old. You're childish. And we want nothing to do with you in 2020. Until we do. Until you got an album for us. You're late. You're late, girl. How in the heck did we make it to 2020 and Rihanna ain't giving us, y'all, no album? If you would have told me that was even a possibility, I'd say you lying. Here's the thing. I'm not as thirsty for a Rihanna album as other people are. I'm just not. Rihanna has 8 albums that I'm sure the people begging her for a new album haven't listened to. Every time every once in a while I'll go on a road trip and I'll dedicate that road trip to revisiting Rihanna's discography, where I go through album 1 through 8. It's usually when I'm going from Charlotte to Alabama and I haven't made that trip in a while. I'll just dedicate it just going through every single one of her albums. If you were to do that, I don't see how you could be thirsty for a new Rihanna album. Rihanna has hits that stick like grits. Grits, you guys. She does. Rihanna has songs that you guys have never heard before that are immaculate. They are immaculate. And I'm talking about haven't heard before if you are just somebody who just doesn't know what Rihanna has done in her past 8 albums. Rihanna, I always say this, I think I've said it on Twitter many times, Rihanna has the best unreleased songs of any artist I've ever that's of this new age. So album cuts, Rihanna has the best album cuts of any artist this generation. This generation ain't the last. She has the best album cuts. Like, her songs that she didn't release are so good. They're so good. Like, they're amazing. Like, I don't think you guys realize how amazing her album cuts are. They're so good. Like, you'll just be listening to her albums and you'll hear the songs you know, but the real joy about going back through Rihanna's discography is listening to the songs you didn't know existed. You forgot existed because you haven't listened to this album since it came out a decade ago. That is the best part about revisiting Rihanna's discography. There are so many songs that just, she didn't release because Rihanna makes a whole album of hits. But there's so many songs that she didn't release that she could have released that are so good. And another thing Rihanna doesn't get credit for is her slow songs. Rihanna has some good slow burns on her albums that people have never listened to. Never. I'm gonna live and die by Cold Case Love. Cold Case Love, I will live and die by. I will live and die by it. It's that good. It's that good of a song. It's worth living and dying by. It's that good of a song. And people have never heard it. You put that on, people are like, is that the new Rihanna? Like, no, this ain't the new Rihanna. Like, this has been sitting here for a decade. That is how good some of her songs are. Therefore, I have not been the one to rush Rihanna for an album. That just hasn't been my gig. I haven't cared that much. She'll put out the album when she puts out the album. But don't lie to me, girl. Don't lie to me. Don't do it. Do not lie to me and say we getting the album in 2019 and you not giving us nothing. Like, I feel lied to. I feel bamboozled. Like, I really feel bamboozled by her. And I know exactly what happened with Rihanna. Rihanna gave in 2018, at the beginning of 2019, or maybe even late 20, I don't like this brush. Late 2018, she gave a time that seemed so far away. So far away. It's like when I tell myself, I'll tell you guys, oh, you guys are getting a podcast tomorrow, or on Thursday, and all this. It seems so far. It seems so far away. So when you say it, you like, I got all the time in the world to do this. And then it puts you over. You feel accomplished for just setting a date. For just telling people a date. You feel good. What the gag is, time is all, there is one thing that's for sure, and it's time. Time is always going to move. It just is. It's always going to move. And she ran out of time. I don't think Rihanna did this to be petty. I think Rihanna ran out of time. I don't believe Rihanna has an album that is done. Rihanna doesn't have an album that is done. She doesn't. She does not have an album that is ready to release. Because even if it was kind of ready to release, she'd put it out. I think Rihanna knows she has to put out an album eventually. Rihanna cannot, unfortunately for her, I don't believe Rihanna can do what she's doing for the rest of her life. In the sense that people are just going to support her because she's Rihanna And she gave us music at one point, so we're going to buy her Fenty clothes, her Fenty makeup. Let's be very clear. Name alone is what's selling Rihanna stuff. It just is. It just is. It's not the best stuff on the market. Name alone is selling it. And y'all know I have a drawer full of Fenty, so try somebody else. I have a drawer full of Fenty. But name alone ain't selling Fenty. Name alone, sorry. It's selling Fenty. It is. It's just the fact. Therefore, she's gonna have to give the people what they want. She just is. She just is. And so y'all gonna get an album. Y'all are gonna get an album. I would say y'all gonna get one this year. Y'all will get it this year. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Y'all are getting that album y'all want so dearly this year. Y'all better not make it flop, because I can bring back my stand days. Y'all really don't buy Rihanna stuff. That's another thing that's like frustrating. Y'all don't even buy Rihanna stuff the way y'all pretend y'all do. Y'all pretend like y'all buy her stuff more than y'all do. Like, the Anti-World Tour was empty. It just was. This is no stand. This is no nothing. The Anti-World Tour was empty. It was empty. King is not saying that to be mean. King is not saying that to be anything. She's saying it matter-of-factly. The Anti-World Tour was empty. It was empty. And you guys didn't go. And she had to downgrade from stadiums to arenas in several locations, and that is just the fact of the matter. And therefore, if I was her, I wouldn't give y'all a damn thing either, because my stand days are over. But I vividly remember the Hive dragging Rihanna by her edges. Therefore, why would I give you guys a thing, and when I needed you most, you left me in the dirt? This is the ugliest eyeshadow look I've ever done in my life. It's muddy. It's disgusting. Am I still going to try to save it? Yes. I will. Anyways, you guys will see it on my video. Would you guys like it if I gave you guys access to my videos early? I've always thought about it, because it's really nothing. All I have to do is make it unlisted and post a link on Patreon. I just don't know if you guys ever wanted it. Like, I think you guys like the idea, like, you get content over here and then you might get a video the same day. I just always thought you guys liked that. Am I wrong? If you guys would like me to give you guys the content early, just put that down in the comments, and I'll start posting the videos on here early so you guys can get early access to them, because I think you guys would appreciate that. I just never know, and you don't want to give people stuff they don't want. So I just always said, oh, they don't want that. They don't want it. They just want the content, the exclusive content that they come here for. But maybe you guys would appreciate it. So just let me know. So yeah, Rihanna, you're a liar. But we knew that. I knew when it hit October. When it hit October, I knew it was bad news bears for y'all. Y'all wasn't getting those y'all wasn't getting no album this year. It was at that moment I knew y'all wasn't getting nothing. But it's okay. She's gonna make it up to you guys. She's gonna go on tour. I'm hoping. I'm convincing hope with this one, because she might say forget y'all again. I'm kidding. She won't do that to y'all. Anyway, so the next clown of the day goes to no one other than Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. So the time is 11:57. Let's say it's 11:57, because why not? It's 11:57-ish. I get an alert on my phone. Beyonce alerts my phone. I wouldn't think about Beyonce. It's New Year's. Beyonce is not living rent-free in my head these days, because I got other stuff to worry about, right? So I'm minding my business. My business. And I get an alert. I get an alert that says, Beyonce just posted something. Now, I am sure she just posted something for New Year's. Like, she got pics. I'm sure that's what it is. Because what else would it be? So I'm thinking there's nothing else this could possibly be but some picky pics, you know, nothing that deep, nothing that serious. So I click on it, y'all, and it's a black screen. I said, Beyonce may not come when you want her, but she's always on time. Yes, she is. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said Beyonce is on time. She must know I need some new tunes from her. I need visuals. I need all of it. I need all of it. I'm like, she must know I need all of it. And so I'm just waiting because I'm like, okay, so at midnight she's going to obviously give the girls what they came for because that's what you do. When you put a black screen up, it means you're coming. Right? 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 Y'all, Beyonce and her long neck ass gave us dirt. She gave us a collage of sorts about her 2019. Beyonce, I'm here to tell you, we don't care. We don't care. On any given day, if she would have just posted it, she wouldn't have heard nothing from me. You know, I love seeing the babies, and I love seeing her. Jay-Z, I can take a leave. But, you know, you love to see it. You love to see them. But don't play with me, girl. Don't play with me. That's what this is basically about. Don't play with me. Don't play on my phone. That's what it was. Beyonce decided to play on our phones. Do you get tired? Do you get tired of being a joke to me? Do you get tired of making me out to be a joke, Beyonce? Because I'm tired of being a joke. I'm tired of being a joke to you. I'm tired of being a tool in your devilish games. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. All I do is fight for you. I ride for you. I ride for you. I ride for you with nothing in return. I don't ask for anything in return except gratitude. That's all I want. I want gratitude. When you have the opportunity to thank me for riding for you, do that. That's all I ask. Show me you care. And what does she do, you guys? She makes us out to be fools. She makes us out to be silly. We looked silly last night. Y'all, we look silly. She made us out to be silly. Do you deserve to look silly? No. Do I deserve to look silly? No. But she made us out to look silly. Because she's evil. Because she's evil. Because she's mean. Y'all, she posted a collage. A collage of her children that we've been asking for forever ago. Don't nobody care about your 2019, girl. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. That's why Blue Ivy is coming for your wig. I can't wait till Blue Ivy becomes the next Supreme and I can stop standing Beyonce. That's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for the day Beyonce comes up. Not Beyonce. Forget her. Blue Ivy comes up and I can stop standing Beyonce because it's Blue Ivy time. My eyeshadow look is a look of hell. It looks like hell. It looks like someone threw up on my eyes. So, yeah. So let's get to what you guys want to talk about. Because I have nothing. It's the beginning of the year. I haven't been keeping up with the drama. Model minorities. Model minorities are ugly. I'm so happy. I saw a tweet about this. And yes, 100%. You want to know what this made me think about? If you watch This Is Us, Randall. Randall is a model minority that can be very dangerous. Like, I understand wanting to get positive representations of black men on TV, but Randall kind of crosses in to model minority. If you don't know what a model minority is, it's like this person did this, so why can't the rest of y'all do this? That's what a model, it's racism. It's another form of racism. So instead of having like just an ignorant black person stealing, robbing, and doing all this, instead you get a model minority. So you get a minority who is doing everything right, and they're pulling themselves up from their bootstraps, and they're the model minority. They're what you should want all black people to be. That's basically what they are. But the issue with model minority are they're borderline unrealistic at many times, and they're put in place to show the good ones. This is a good minority. Why can't the rest of you be like a good minority? And as long as the model minority exists, it makes an excuse. It makes it so that other minorities have no excuse for not being anything. So as long as Randall is on TV and he was an orphan and he lived with a white family, but he still was able to marry a black woman and he's still successful, as long as he's doing all that, it leaves no excuse for the rest of you. So as long as Randall exists on This Is Us, the rest of you have no excuse for being low down, dirty, this, that, and the third. And it's racist. If you have to put a black person on TV to show how other black people should be, it's racism. Or in the case that the person used here, let's say Asian people own a lot of businesses, specifically in black communities, but in communities all around. They own a lot of things, right? So they own hair salons, they own Chinese food restaurants, they own spas, they own so many things. So many things. They own banks, shit. They own a lot of stuff. And a lot of times there's this idea, because Asians came over here as immigrants, and Asians were also in concentration camps, their people have been able to rise above that and create their own infrastructure. Therefore, why can't black people do it? That's just another form of coded racism. It's coded racism. It's because it rests on the idea that black people are where they are because it's innate. It's actually quite dangerous because it rests on the idea that it's innate in you not to be shit. You're not shit because it's just in you. It's in you to be that way. Because there's so many people who have gotten worse or had better situations, who had similar situations, who came out better than you. And do you see the problem with that is how it almost rests on eugenics? You see the problem with that. Therefore, this idea, it's just dangerous. It's this dangerous idea that instead of having the conversation that black people are not a monolith and we can all be different things, and Asian people aren't monoliths, and minorities in general aren't monoliths, we all have different things that hold us back, different things that bring us forward. Instead, you turn it into a y'all all need to be the same. It's just another form of coded racism. Basically, it's another form of coded racism. Basically saying you deserve everything that's negative about your life, instead of putting the blame on what the blame deserves to be on, which is systematic racism. So yes, that's my thoughts. It's another form. You see it every day. Go watch a television show and you'll see model minorities. A model minority where people pluck a minority out of the abyss and make them out to be what every minority should be. Randall should be like, all black men should be like Randall. All black women should be like Beth. It's just very, even the one who's fat on there. I forgot her name, child. Kate. Is her name Kate? Something like that. She's a model minority. So she's a minority because she's fat, in a sense. Like, fat people all over America are they really minorities? But yes, she's not acceptable. But she's married. She has family that loves her. She's a good person. She's a model minority. You see? So everyone should be able to pull themselves up in the way that Kate put her. And I love This Is Us. And This Is Us does it better than most shows do. But you see this all the time where in efforts to shift the narrative, they make the narrative out to be dishonest and even more problematic than it already was. You see, instead of just showing real and rawness, it makes, and I think This Is Us does a good job with it. They mix the real with the with the not so real. But yeah, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous way to look at other people's oppression that, hey, they pulled themselves up when y'all gonna pull yourself in. And never. I'm never going to pull myself up because my mom doesn't have this, my dad doesn't have that, you know? So the next question is, thoughts on other black people of different nationalities? Black Americans live in other blacks' heads rent free. We don't do nothing to y'all. I can't tell y'all nothing about what Canadian black people are doing. I can't tell you nothing about what Liberian blacks are doing, Nigerian blacks are doing. I don't care. I let y'all live y'all best life. Yeah, y'all always have something to say about black Americans. It's because we're hyper visual and they hate to see it, but there's nothing I can say. I can't say anything about that. Like, we always gonna be here. I want y'all always to be there. But it's definitely eye-opening. It shows, like, this solidarity that we speak of. Is it there? Are we a unit? Are we one? Because I would beg to differ. The streets tell me otherwise. The way y'all talk about black people in America tell me otherwise. But I don't take it to heart. I really don't. I don't take it to heart. It's not enough to make me go sit here and talk bad about foreign blacks. And by foreign, I'm in America, so if you're not from America, you'd be a foreign black to me. Let's not do that either. So yeah, it's nothing to make me speak bad about them because it's not in me. It's not in me to speak bad about them. And also, I think they sometimes get a sense that we're proud to be black Americans. And that's just something that isn't, people don't see. This is not just a them type of thing. People don't see a reason why black Americans should be proud to be black Americans. So when we are proud to be black Americans, they want to shit on us. It's the same reason when they see a dark-skinned girl be proud to be dark-skinned, or a fat woman be proud to be fat. Like, when people don't expect you to love yourself because they don't love you, they get upset. They do anything to bring you down. It's a Lizzo thing. If they don't feel like you should be as confident in yourself as you are, they do anything and everything to try and make you hate yourself. Make you feel about you the way they feel about you. But when you don't let it rock you, they get upset. So yeah, that's all that is. Next question is Stephanie So and Nikado Avocado. Haven't been keeping up. I don't care. Once again, a bunch of influencers of such lying when they don't need to lie, not telling the truth. Like, it's old. Influencer drama is old. Like, grow up. Grow up. Is it surprising that Nikado Avocado is in this? No. Stephanie So, get it together, because the girls are pulling receipts and saying, you is lying, girl. You is not telling the truth, girl. That's all I know about it. I can't keep up. It's Keisha got some good videos on it that a lot of you like. I haven't really watched all of them, but I love it when someone finds like their bag. Like y'all love her commentary on that situation, and I love when like people find the thing that people love about them. She better keep making those videos because y'all love them, and y'all should. She deserves it. It's Keisha. It's so good. So yeah, I don't know. I'll go catch up on It's Keisha's channel to see what's going on, but I'm confused. I don't know what's going on because I've been not paying attention as much as I probably should, because this seems like drama I'd be interested in, but I'm just not. I'm just not. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will come back with another podcast either later this week. No, not later this week. Probably on Monday. So yeah, we're done here. What would I like to see left in 2019? Influencer dramas. Influencers being trash. Anyways, yes. Love you guys. Bye-bye.